Right, let's get started. Let's welcome again to my panel broadcaster and columnist Lizzie Cundy and also former Labour Party advisor Matthew Laza.
Hello.
I'm going to start with you, Lizzie Cundy. It's so sad, isn't it, to hear of Catherine's diagnosis?
Terrible. I mean, I was on the way to the Inspirational Women Awards where we met last night, and we were listening in the radio, and the Cabby actually afterwards said, "Can I pull over?"
Oh,
and he was in tears. He had tears streaming down his face, and I have to say the impact of this news has had on everyone, not just in this country but globally, and how loved Catherine is, and she certainly has got the love not just of this nation, of the whole world behind her. But what's sad news, and it just goes to show cancer is a real leveller. It can strike at any time, any age, to anyone, even our royals. And what's sad news, but you know, my heart goes to William. I mean, who has...
And those children.
Those poor children, having to tell the children this sad news. And William has gone about his business with the world on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know he's born into this, you know, whole tradition, and he's going to be our future king. But at the moment, you know, his wife comes first.
What dignity, though. Absolute dignity that he's shown. Really lovely man.
Absolutely. I think that they've both been incredibly dignified, and the people who haven't, of course, are all those internet trolls who over the last few weeks have been saying such horrible things. And, you know...
I thought you were going to say someone...
I know, well, you know, I'll leave that to...
Let's not talk about them.
No, let's not talk about them, absolutely. But all those people who've been speculating and sort of, you know, because they think it's fun, you know, this is a human being at a very difficult time for her and her family, as well as all those who care for her. So I just hope that one thing that comes out of this is everybody who sort of, you know, picks up their phone and, you know, thinks it's funny to tweet something not very pleasant, just reminds themselves that actually, that they should think twice, and that real people have real feelings, as does the country, about the person they care very much about.
Well, I never even got it. I didn't understand why there was a big speculation about the photograph and everything. I thought, leave her alone, for God's sake.
Well, all the silly things about, you know, is she still with, you know, from is she still with us, is she on the moon? I mean, it's just daft, but some of them are pretty offensive, weren't they?
And you know what, Catherine, she just showed her strength and her dignity going through all of this, and then having to do a video to stop all the rumours, and her whole family, you know, having to watch her do that. I salute her. She's amazing, and you know, we're all behind her and with her and supporting her in every way.
Yeah, and as I said in my monologue, note to Harry and Meghan that yes, I'm glad that they've reached out, but I would say to Meghan to go and reach out for her to her father, because this is not a good look. If you really mean, even if she goes with the family in to see Catherine and they all reunite and everything, there's still a disingenuous look where you're prepared to do that for others, but not your own father. So I would say that if you want to fix a lot of the PR damage, Meghan, I would go and
Well, I think
see
it's
your
not
dad.
just the PR damage, is it? It's also the emotional damage. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, you know, it should just be a reminder to Meghan, as it's a reminder to us all of the fragility of all of us. You know, and we hope, and you know, it looks like Catherine's going to be okay after her treatment, and we all wish her well. But it's just a reminder that, you know, anything can happen to any of us at any time, and therefore it's always good to reach out to those, even if you've got some issues with, those who fundamentally you love.
And I know, look, I don't want to talk about Meghan at all, but I think now is the time maybe that her and Harry should really look at themselves and maybe do a public apology to Kate for the mean, awful things they have said, they have written, done in books, interviews about this poor girl.
Yeah, terrible.
And I think it's now to say publicly for everyone to hear, we are sorry, we were wrong, and then they can move on, because this just shows how precious life is.
Well, we certainly don't need any more briefings like the ones we had after the photograph saying it wouldn't have happened here from Montecito.
Well, I even sort of slightly, even in their message where they said privacy, and I felt that there was a dig in their message even with the word privacy, as if they hadn't been given it. That's just my take on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some of the viewers
I think that what they need to do is show dignity in silence.
There just feels that there's always a dig. There's always a dig in dignity. There's a dig in dignity every time.
Absolutely. And I'm sure, you know, as human beings, they feel for Catherine like the rest of us, but they need to stop their PR machine, you know, even by implication, being in any way sort of snide and
because there's always even in there was a snide edge.
There's always these little digs, and then sadly you get the trolls that follow on from all of this. And let's not forget that William also lost his mother.
Exactly.
William has got his father, who was also suffering with cancer. He lost his grandmother. There is so much. that William is going through, and as someone that I know whose partner had cancer, you feel terribly helpless. It's the worst feeling in the world to see someone you love going through this.
And of course, he must be petrified that, he went through losing his mother at a very young age.
Yeah.
He will be petrified, I pray that Kate will be
Absolutely,
fine.
and thankfully all the signals. And the key thing, I think, Nana, is as the coming weeks, we hope it's sort of weeks and not many months, but we hope she gets better as quickly as possible. But treatment takes time. And therefore, we hope that the endless speculation, must stop. People must just give her and the family time for her to receive the treatment and hopefully make a full recovery. So it's all about all of us just realising that they're human beings and that we need to show dignity as a people by giving them time for the very necessary treatment.
And as we know, stress is a killer in itself.
Absolutely.
And we need to give her time to heal.
Totally.
And I really do hope that Meghan and Harry do the right thing and give a public apology to Kate. I think that's really necessary, and we all wish Kate all the best and all our love.
Yeah.